What if the largest asteroid hit Earth? We all live on Earth and we've all practically established our lives here. But have you ever considered what would happen if the greatest asteroid hit the planet? Do you think we'd all fall and get lost in the universe? Or would it be like a massive earthquake? Or maybe it would cause a hole in the planet? Well, one may only imagine, and imaginations can run wild. But to find out the genuine answer to this, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end. Hello everyone and welcome to the Incredible Theory YouTube channel. Here you'll find some of the world's most compelling, intriguing scientific stories, strange discoveries, imagination, adventure, lost knowledge, myths and legends, and unusual ancient artifacts. For many years, a lot of information has either been lost or kept from us. It's now time for humanity to re-educate itself in regard to the profound world we live in. Many people are unaware that June the 30th is recognized as the world's Asteroid Day. This day is dedicated to raising awareness of asteroids, the threats they pose, and the ways in which we can protect ourselves from asteroid strikes. However, before we delve further into this, let's define what an asteroid is. So, basically, an asteroid, also known as a minor planet or planetoid, is any of a variety of tiny rocks with a diameter of 1,000 kilometers, 600 miles or less that orbits the Sun, primarily in the asteroid belt, which is a relatively flat band located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Scientists even describe asteroids as rocky celestial entities that orbit the Sun and are much, much smaller than planets. Asteroids are basically the remains of rocky materials that were present in the solar system earlier, roughly 4.5 billion years ago, but were too far away to be absorbed into the terrestrial planets. These materials are often made of clay and silicate rocks. The asteroid belt, which divides the gas giants Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune from the inner planets, contains a sizable number of asteroids. But thousands of asteroids are thousands of times closer to Earth. Despite being in space, distances vary in the millions of kilometers. Most significantly, Ceres is the biggest asteroid with dimensions that range from 10 meters to 1,000 kilometers broad and a width of roughly 960 kilometers. The potential existence of largely unaltered byproducts of the solar system's genesis process from 4.6 billion years ago is one of the main drivers of asteroids' scientific curiosity currently. Asteroids are huge balls of energy that can do a lot of harm, even if they're relatively small in size. To put it another way, their power cannot be determined solely by their size. I'm not sure if you even remember this, but in the past, a large asteroid that suddenly struck our planet caused the extinction of an entire species of dinosaurs. This should serve as ample evidence of how strong and powerful these asteroids really are. It was believed that the asteroid that wiped off the dinosaurs had a diameter of up to 10 kilometers, and with the collision and following impacts, the asteroid effectively eliminated almost all of its related life forms on Earth. In reality, according to scientific estimates, an asteroid would make a crater around 10 to 30 times its diameter and destroy an area that's approximately 100 times its size. A crater with a diameter of more than 13 kilometers will be produced by an asteroid with an impact that has 46,300 megatons of energy and a diameter of 1,000 meters. In fact, less than 100 megatons of energy were included in the most potent nuclear weapons ever tested. Such a massive asteroid might destroy entire continents, trigger earthquakes, send shockwaves through all planet and organic life, generate tsunamis, and even bend the entire crust of the Earth. Numerous large and small asteroids have struck the Earth over the years, with larger and relatively smaller effects. However, the likelihood of an asteroid hitting the planet is quite low. NASA estimates that none of the near-Earth asteroids that are at least a half a mile, 0.8 kilometers in diameter, have a serious chance of reaching Earth. But what is the average impact of asteroids? Let's learn a little bit about that first. Dust and smoke rising in the atmosphere as a result of an asteroid impact hinder sunlight from reaching our planet, resulting in a decrease in global temperature. It's just so difficult to even conceive how this event could result in the death of many living beings and so many harmful health and environmental effects that nobody can talk about. There are impacts of various sizes and shapes of asteroids. The amount of kinetic energy released in an impact event depends on the impact parameters, including the asteroid size, speed, density, and impact angle. Due to the environmental consequences brought on by an impact, more harm is likely to be done to the ground the more energy is released. Shockwaves, heat radiation, the formation of craters with accompanying earthquakes, and tsunamis if water bodies are damaged are some examples of such impacts. If they reside in the impacted zone, human populations are susceptible to these consequences. Even thousands of kilometers away from the point of impact, significant earthquake waves and large-scale debris deposits can happen really quickly. Now just imagine, what if the largest asteroid hit Earth? Is it currently a concern? Large may be as enormous as it possibly can be. According to one report, it pretty quickly converts the Earth into this horrific charred hellscape within the first few hours after the impact. We will experience what is known as an impact winter because all of the fire ash and smaller grained impact debris linger out in the sky for a very long time. The sunshine will be blocked, and the ash that falls into the water would cause the top layers to become acidic. Thus, the Earth experiences a continuous winter of nearly 2 years, while being burned, frozen, and killing almost everything in the water. Once it collides, the enormous dust cloud it produces would cover the entire planet, obstruct the sun, and increase temperatures in the area where the asteroid had collided. A large portion of the planet's life would be wiped out, and millions would perish. However, some would survive, according to scientists. The entire extinction of life on Earth, according to NASA experts, would require an asteroid 60 miles, 96 kilometers broad. Additionally, one report also states that not all things would perish. If we were thinking of people, going underground would be the best course of action. If you have the materials to get through the winter when you can't grow any food, you might be able to survive in a bunker. There is the seed repository, so if those are sufficiently well protected, you may even restart agriculture. People would also have to cope with the acidity of the land because there would be acid rain everywhere, and there would be this fine layer of clay consisting of ash, molten rock with the Earth's crust, and tiny spherules of molten asteroids almost everywhere. More importantly, we would be facing global extinction. The smallest things are the ones that endure, and this time it might just be cockroaches that would survive. Therefore, can we defend our planet, our home, from this danger? Finding them and changing their path is the only method to completely avoid the risk of an asteroid impacting the Earth. Several agencies, including NASA, regularly search the sky to find celestial objects that might collide with our planet. These groups actively look for the most effective means to shield the Earth from asteroids that might collide with it. We can lessen the potential deadly effects of asteroids by being well prepared and planning ahead. In the end, it's extremely unlikely that the largest asteroid will ever strike the Earth, but nobody can truly determine with any certainty how likely it is. The good news also includes the November 2021 launch of NASA's Robotic Double Asteroid Redirection Test, DART, probe. Its main objective is to collide with a tiny asteroid at a speed of 4.1 miles, 6.6 kilometers per second in an effort to significantly alter its orbit. The asteroid is being used by NASA as a test target for technologies that could one day be used to divert a deadly asteroid from heading directly toward Earth. Having said that, our video for today has concluded. Please share your thoughts about this video with us. We really appreciate you watching all the way through, and we hope you enjoyed the video. If so, share this video and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, kindly subscribe. Your support is unquestionably what drives us to continue producing and providing you with fresh content. Keep an eye out for another interesting video from us soon, but until then, be careful out there.